Hello everyone and welcome back to another commentary, a chatty long play with me. Today we are in a Biomes of Plenty Minecraft world in this beautiful lavender biome. So this is basically my favourite biome in my favourite mod, or at least it's definitely my favourite biomes mod. So if you want to play in a similar world, I don't have any other kind of visual mods, it's just Biomes of Plenty. You can get it in Forge or more recently in Fabric as well for Java Edition. And yeah, let's just get started. We need to punch a tree. I was going straight over to the stone over there. I think I've just kind of forgotten how to play Minecraft for a second. But I absolutely love this mod. I did a whole series in this biome as well. And honestly, if Minecraft could add any biome at this point, I think I would like something to do with lavender or purple or jacaranda trees, which is the type of tree that they have in this biome. But I'm also a big fan of autumnal biomes as well as far as modded, and it looks like there is one in the distance over there as well. But that's kind of not where we're going today, so let's just keep... Actually, let's make a little crafting table. But I hope you are all doing well and that you are either winding down, ready to relax, maybe with a hot drink, or if you want to use this to fall asleep or for body doubling as well, that's kind of a good use of long plays. You can kind of put them on for company and just, you know, like get to cleaning your house or doing your job or whatever it is that you need to do. I definitely use them for that. I watch long plays and live streams just in the background quite a bit when I'm just trying to focus on something that I can't put a fast-paced YouTube video on, but it'd be nice to have some background noise. I mean, sometimes I do use regular kind of faster-paced videos, but sometimes you just kind of can't follow along very well. But long plays on YouTube, that's kind of a lot easier to just kind of half pay attention to, in my opinion. But let's just grab a little bit of this cobble and then make some tools. And today I'm kind of hoping to make just like a cute little, I guess, lavender themed purple cottage. I know that the jacaranda wood in this mod, it's like a white color. It's a lot like pale oak, but maybe a little more stark. Oh, we've got, that's not really a cave, it's more of a water cave. But let's see, let's just make a couple of stone tools and we can kind of have a little look around. Hello sheepy. Oh, I guess, I'm so sorry, but I guess we'll want a bed. We are in peaceful mode, but I think it's still nice to sleep just so that we can actually see what we're doing, because it can get a bit dark at night. How are we going on wool? Oh, 2. If only they'd dropped another wool, you would have been spared. And if you just heard a shake in the background or like a funny noise, that was my dog, Aki. She's just kind of roaming around behind me at the moment. I swear she's been sleeping all day, and then as soon as I hit record, she's like, oh, time to get up and make some noise. There's a village right over here, that could be handy. I'm not totally sure what we need from them, but we might as well have a little look. Is this a cave? We do kind of need to go in a cave at some point. But I'd like to just sort of explore the area a little bit first. There's also a giant nether portal over there, a ruined one. We might pop our head into the nether later, but I don't know. The only thing I can sort of think that I would like from there is a little bit of glowstone dust, because I love making windows. Oh look, there's a bed. After all of that, we could just take that. I'm sorry that we killed the sheep for no reason, but it's okay. And then we've got some clay. Oh, I definitely want this. Stone cutters are always very handy. But let's see, I definitely want a kind of neutral wood tone, so we'll be looking out for probably spruce, to be honest. There's a cartographer in there, and then hello Mr. Iron Golem. And then we'll use some of the jacaranda wood, and then it'd be nice to have a purple block and maybe some pink, because you all know me, I like my girly colours, purple and pink. What's in here? It's like a plant in the window, or just a leaf. Wait, is this? Oh, here we go. Interesting. Okay. But okay, I think what we're going to do is just find where we're going to set up. And then from there we can kind of, I want this torch, we can kind of have a look around for some caves and see if we can get some iron. But I just kind of wanted to spend our first day in this world just kind of wandering around and exploring. It's been a couple of months at least since I've done a long play like this as well. I was sort of doing one every month or so for a while, but I think my last one was in July. I just ended up kind of focusing on other types of content, so I was doing a 100 days video recently, and I also started a new series. I didn't really want an egg, but that's okay. Yeah, so we have a new vanilla series out as well, which I've been enjoying working on, and I have a video tomorrow coming out for that. Oh, I thought that might be a cave, but I think it just ends there, but that's okay. Yeah, so I've just been kind of working on different things, but I wanted to get back to doing long plays here and there, and especially because I feel like I have a fair bit to catch up with you guys on. Just like what I've been doing, what I've been reading. I've had some neighborly drama lately, so stay tuned for that in a bit. Just like neighbors being kind of frustrating or difficult. And also let me know if you've kind of watched my long plays before. Let me know if you kind of enjoy me talking more about life stuff or more about like sticking to Minecraft, because honestly I've noticed that some people who do commentary long plays, they really just talk about Minecraft the whole way through, and I don't mind that at all, but I think I really like when people kind of go off topic and end up talking about life a little bit more. So let me know what kind of style you prefer. I'm trying to get a little bit more logs here, but they only give us one. But yeah, I kind of always try to do a little mixture, because I feel like when I'm collecting resources and stuff like that, I can't always just talk about Minecraft. I don't have enough to say. Oh, I love the llamas, especially like we see wandering trader llamas all the time, but it's always a novelty to see them without any of the coats on them. They're so cute. Maybe we should get ourselves a pet llama and bring it back. I don't know, we're probably not going to have a leash in this long play for them, and I don't know what food they'll follow. I think you feed them hay bales if you want them to breed, but I don't know if that means they follow hay bales or not. But it looks like we've had a pretty easy time finding spruce right now, which is nice because I think spruce will be good for our house. We can get this tree over here, and we want to make sure we get any saplings that drop as well. Just because there's not a whole lot of spruce trees around here. There's a couple more over there, and I think that's probably about it. So we definitely want to be able to replenish the spruce so that we can collect a bit more later on. But let me know how you guys have been, what you've been up to lately. How's your week going? My week it's been really busy, but it's okay. It's Friday now, so I'm almost kind of at the weekend, and I'm just going to relax and read, which is always nice. Has there not been a single sapling drop? I bet this tree's had some, surely. There's one. We might grow, like, we can replant them to grow a couple of the big mega spruce trees so that we can get a couple of stacks of spruce. I think that'd be good. And it looks like it's almost night already. We've got the beautiful starry sky. at sunset. These shaders are not my normal shaders as well. These are complementary shaders, and they don't work. This particular set of complementary shaders doesn't actually work on recent versions of Minecraft, at least not for me. So we are currently in, oh, what version are we in? I think it's 1.20 or 1.20.1, something like that. I'm looking forward though to the next Minecraft update, the Copper Age, I think it's called. So there's going to be copper golems, which just look adorable, honestly, and copper lanterns, and I don't really know what else. I know they're like adding quite a few copper items, which is kind of strange to me because I feel like the trial chamber update, that was a lot of copper, and we're still kind of on the copper train. Like Mojang can't stop thinking about copper, but it's okay. I'm still just happy to be getting a Minecraft update. Let's keep getting more of these trees though, since we don't have enough saplings yet. Of course, we also have a Minecraft live coming up in a few days. So if you didn't know, I think it's next week, or rather, I'm not sure when this video come out. It's probably within about a day or two of when this video release, because I'm making this a little bit in advance at the moment. Like about a week or so in advance. So if the Minecraft live hasn't happened yet, definitely check it out. It is on at what time of night? Something like ridiculous o'clock. I think it might be 4 or 5 a.m. for me. I don't know. But so I won't be catching it live, needless to say. But I will be watching it afterwards. And I think another fun thing about this Minecraft live is just that for the pre-show, they usually show kind of clips of people's like various builds and moments and just funny things and like all kinds of moments from Minecraft that they've recorded and sent in. And usually I think Mojang either finds them or it's Minecraft partners that get to kind of submit clips, but it's been open to the public this time around. So anybody was able to submit one. And so I did submit a clip. I have no idea if they'll be using it or not, of course. I think that's just the kind of thing that you just sort of find out on the day. But it has to have no background music, so I wasn't able to submit anything like a lot of things from my videos because I've got the music kind of hard-coded into it and then I throw away the original raw footage. So I ended up picking a build time-lapse to submit and just also an overview of one of my worlds, which was Ruby Hollow, which I'm sure some of you remember that world. But yeah, I just thought that was kind of like one of my most beloved classic Minecraft worlds that I've played in. And I think that it would be really cool to have that in a Minecraft Live pre-show. But at the same time, it doesn't bother me at all if it's not chosen. I just kind of like watching the show. And it's always the most exciting, of course, like what new updates they might announce or any new features to the game. I think that's always exciting. And honestly, I expect that this time around that they'll probably... Oh, here's a little cave hole. Maybe why don't we just put all of our stuff down? Where did I set up? Over here. We can make a little chest and then see if we can go caving. But what was I saying? I don't even remember. I don't know, but basically I'm excited to see what the new updates might be. Obviously, they're probably going to announce a release date for the Copper Age update. I don't know if this cave really goes anywhere. There's some coal though. It does keep going down, it's just very narrow. But yeah, I'm guessing that they'll release the release date for the Copper Age, and honestly it'll probably be not long after the Minecraft Live, I imagine, maybe a few days or a couple of weeks after. And then I'm assuming that they'll announce what the next drop is. And honestly, I think I'm just still being hopeful for an end update. I have this kind of, I don't know if it's an unreasonable hope that they've been working on a bigger end update in the background while doing these little drops. I don't know if they would kind of have enough time for that, but I think that in the past they've said something that they still want to be able to kind of release bigger updates as well as smaller ones. And so I guess that would require kind of working away on the bigger updates in the background at the same time as kind of having the smaller ones being worked on as well. But a big end update within the next like year or so would be so nice. Even if it's not the next update after the Copper Age, I'm gonna keep holding out hope. Just because I think that it's kind of one of the most like glaringly obvious areas that could be worked on in the game that just does look a little bit bare and a little bit like it needs a little more love. We got some more copper up here. This cave looks interesting, and by interesting I mean kind of gross. So we'll see what that leads us to. There's some yucky cave biomes in this mod. I will say, as far as biomes are plenty, being my favourite mod, supposedly, the nether and the caves are not it. It's really just kind of on top on the overworld that has a lot of really pretty biomes. We've got some coal and some iron though, which is good. How many bits of iron did we get? Just 3. Not the most, but it's enough for a pickaxe. And this cave does seem to be leading us somewhere. Like, we've managed to get to deep slate level, so that's kind of nice. Oh, lapis. I don't know if we'll need lapis, honestly. What is this stuff? It sounds like wool when you're jumping on it. We've got some gold. Oh, there's a geode down there. Oh, there's such gross, like, spider web thingies. I'm gonna try to not spend too long in here. But I think the geode will be nice because I do want purple blocks for our build, so it might as well be amethyst. It's honestly kind of perfect now that I think of it. But if you have any thoughts on the Minecraft drops or what they might be releasing or what you want them to release, let me know in the comments, because I'm always interested in everybody's different ideas for the game and like what could be in it or what could be worked on more. I definitely have a lot of respect for the devs, so I think they do such a good job with it. And I mostly, for the most part, I really trust them to kind of take the game in the right direction. I think they always make like really innovative and interesting decisions with it. And a lot of things that like I wouldn't have even thought of, and a lot of us wouldn't have thought of. Why do I hear fire? What the heck? We're in a geode. Oh, I hear lava. I don't know why anything would be on fire though. I want to kind of break all of this amethyst. So let's just hope that lava doesn't pour through and get us, because that would kind of suck. We might honestly use this time to just, we haven't got a crafting table with us, to just make an iron pickaxe, so we need to just smelt up our iron while we're here. This is just disgusting. Cobweb. Oh, and now it's dark. So we'll just put our crafting table down and get our cobblestone. Make a furnace with it and then smelt this up so that we can get... Oh, we've ended up with 18 raw iron, which is pretty good. Honestly, I'm doing this on such autopilot that I don't even remember getting 18 iron. Like, when did that happen? That's quite a lot of iron. I think I'm trying to kind of do too much at once. using my brain to kind of think about other things like the Minecraft updates while we're actually also just playing Minecraft. But I was saying that I think the devs make some really cool and innovative decisions that I wouldn't necessarily think of. Like, I remember thinking about that when they added the warden to the game, and just the mechanics of the warden and how it's so different from every other Minecraft mob. Like the concept of it's kind of like a boss, but it's not, because you're actually not meant to fight it. Like the idea of a strong mob that's not even made to be fought, it's just made to be run away from, is kind of cool. And honestly, same with the creaking. That was another kind of novel mob idea, I think. That was a little bit different. I really like how it's like it's not the creaking that you need to defeat. You have to get the heart from the tree. I think that's a really cool mechanic, and how it only kind of goes for you if you're not looking at it. It's kind of like an opposite Enderman, like the antithesis of an Enderman. Endermen don't like it if you look at them, and they'll come for you. But if you're looking away from a creaking, it'll come for you. I love calcite so much as well. Maybe we'll use a bit of calcite, but at the same time, I was going to use mostly jacaranda wood for the white of our house, because there's so much jacaranda around in the lavender biome. Oh, we've got some more iron. It's always good. I guess we can just add that to the smelting. What else has there been? Oh, the trial chambers as well. That was also pretty innovative, honestly, because I really thought it was cool how they made it so that the kind of prizes that you get from it, using the key and the thingy, I don't remember names for anything, but when you put the key in the thing and it gives you rewards, I love how that scales to how many people are present in the chamber, so that you can do it with your friends. And same with the spawners, I believe that they kind of spawn more mobs if there's more people in the trial chambers, so it gets it's not like too easy to fight if there's, for example, 5 players instead of just 1. So yeah, I think that they make a lot of like kind of thoughtful decisions that makes the game kind of unique and fun. Why am I still hearing fire? I kind of want to just dig through and see where it is. Maybe it's below us or above us. Nope. Okay. Nope. Alright, well, we'll forget about that. How much? We've got nearly 2 stacks of amethyst. I really just want to get all of it, since we're here. We need to kind of make our way up towards this top part. Maybe if we kind of bridge over. Another thing that I thought was really cool was the addition of archaeology and being able to use the brush and excavate the trail ruins. I feel like that's really fun, and the first time I tried excavating a trail ruin, I just remember being surprised with how fun it was. Like, I would say it's something that it's not like it has the most replayability in if you're in a long-term world and you've excavated a couple of trail ruins, then it's not that exciting coming across more unless you're looking for something in particular. But I don't know, it's still really fun to do the first couple of times in a world, and because they're kind of rare to come across as well, it's always exciting to, you kind of almost forget that they're in the game, and then you come across one and you're like, oh, it's a trail ruin, and it just gets you completely off track whatever you were doing. If you're like me and you get off task easily, and it's just so much fun. I think that was Ulraf's brainchild, that one. So Thanks, Uraf. Not that he'll be watching this, but appreciate it. Okay, that's all the amethyst except for, oh, there's one bit there. These bits we can't actually get because I don't think they drop anything. The ones that kind of grow the little buds on them. But we can get this one, and that is the last piece. Okay, shall we continue though? Do we want any armor, or is that like just unnecessary? We can make some little booties, I guess. It's mostly unnecessary because we're in peaceful mode, but it still really helps with anything like full damage or anything similar to that. I guess we'll make another pickaxe. And then I don't know what we'll use the rest of the iron for. What do we not need? We don't need 2 tough and 2 deep slate and 2 andesite. I just want to keep our inventory kind of as clean and clear as possible at the moment. But if we come back out here, actually let's go like this, and we might be able to find some diamonds down here. I don't know. We don't need diamonds, but they're always nice to have. We're kind of going up the wrong way now though. Maybe we should go, actually what is down there? Looks like it goes down again, but maybe not much. I'm gonna go this way at first, even though it's kind of yucky. Oh, there's some more iron as well. I'm always happy to take all of the iron that we can find to a point because it's good to use for making lanterns and such. What's through here? I don't know. Should we go over this way? I'm ignoring all the redstone and I'm ignoring all the gold. Oh, this is so gross. I'm so sorry if you don't like this biome as much as I don't like this biome. But we're gonna leave soon. I can hear that lava again that we heard in the geode, which makes sense if my sense of direction is correct. I think we've kind of done like a horseshoe shape walking around here. Oh, I didn't actually think that I had managed to jump up there. I was just trying to kind of grab the stuff and then fall back down again. Let's see though. Oh, here's some lava. Ooh, and whatever that is. Yuck. Okay. Maybe we'll just go over here and get these bits of iron. We're going up again, unfortunately, so it's definitely not towards diamond level. Oh, and there goes our pickaxe. We've got another one though. So it's all good. We'll keep having a dig around and a look around, but we don't get diamonds. That's okay. We'll just use iron for today. It will mean that we probably won't be poking our head in the nether though. Oh my gosh, what is that sound? Cave sounds are just diabolical in this game. Speaking of diabolical things in Minecraft, tomorrow I'm getting together with, again this will be like well in the past by the time this video is out, although Red's video might be out by then. I'm getting together with Red and some of the girls. I was about to say some of the girls, but there's also a guy. Getting together with Red and a few friends, and we are planning to play some like games or something in Red's current 100 days world for the end of her 100 days video. And all I really know is there's horror mods involved, so I'm quite scared. I don't really like I don't play any horror games, and I'm not a big fan of horror as a genre. I watch some horror movies, but they're not my favorite, so I am scared. I'll probably be doing a fair bit of screaming in that, but if Red's video's out, definitely check that out, and I will be at the end of it screaming, so that should be fun. Wish me luck. Oh, and I don't even know if I said her username. Is that it? Oh, I thought there was another geode. We're just back where we were, I guess. I don't know if I actually said her username, Dillo Red on YouTube. She's linked on my channel page if you scroll down to the bottom as well. If you haven't watched her before. I think I'm gonna try to find my way out unless I see kind of another good direction for us to go in, because I think we've basically explored everything down there that we possibly can. Man, this would be claustrophobic if it wasn't just a game. It's so tight. It kind of makes me think of how real caving and spelunking is. I haven't seen like much of it, but sometimes there's pictures and stuff online of people just like squeezed into these tight little cave holes, and it's like, for what? Like, why are you putting yourself through this? It's like a terrifying nightmare to me. Here we go though. That wasn't too hard to get back to the surface, luckily. We didn't get lost or anything, and it's daytime at the moment. I think it's just morning. Okay, let's go over to our little chest and everything that we've got over here, and we can make the chest a little bit bigger. And we need to smelt the rest of our raw iron. We've got 41 raw iron to cook up, which is not bad, and we've got enough coal for it as well. Okay, and then what do we need to do now? We've got this big tree that we've just grown over there, so I guess we could chop it down. I'll just use stone axes, I think. We don't really need wooden tools anymore. And one more stone axe. I don't know how many we'll need to get through this tree. But I'm hoping to get maybe about 4 stacks of spruce wood. Then we'll get some jacaranda, and then we'll see what else. And then we can start building. Hello, Mr. Llama, still over here. Is there any way to get you back to our little base? We could row a boat, maybe? I don't know. The terrain's kind of not even. I'll tell you about my week though. So this is, okay, we've had 2 issues with neighbors lately, and this is kind of the more serious one, but it's all worked out now. So it's okay, I guess. But this is people who live a few houses away from us, not directly next door or anything. But I was walking my dog, who is a greyhound, and I was just walking past these people's property by myself. And a dog jumped over their fence, which is quite a tall fence, and came at my dog, and it bit my dog until I kind of got it off, and then it just sort of wandered away, I guess. But it managed to. Greyhounds have really thin skin, and it ripped off a bit of the skin on her back, and she was gonna need stitches for sure just looking at it. And who I thought was the owner came running out of the house and kind of grabbed her dog and said, like, are you okay? I'm so sorry, all of that. And is the dog okay? And I said, she will be okay, but I need to take her to the vet, and there will be vet bills. And I showed her my dog's back, who was not in pain, by the way, luckily. And just sort of, first of all, she said, the dog isn't even hers. She was looking after somebody else's dog, which is why she also didn't know that the dog could jump the fence or would jump the fence or anything. And she was very apologetic. And then when I mentioned paying for vet bills, as in like kind of a hint, you guys or the dog's owner should be paying, she kind of insinuated that that wasn't going to happen, or that the owner didn't have the money. But anyway, I just left her and took my dog off to the vet, and she got stitches, but she's fine. She's not in pain. She's also mentally good. We've been on walks since. We have met other dogs since. We've been past that house. She's totally fine. And I'm hoping to replant some saplings in a second. We got quite a bit of wood from that, but I'd like some more. It'd be good if we could chop maybe 1 or 2 more of these big spruce trees, but we might have to do something else while we wait for more to grow. But after getting her patched up, I was thinking, okay, so I'm going to go around and knock on this woman's door of her house because I don't have her number or anything. I don't have the owner's contact details, like their number. So I was going to knock on her door and kind of talk to her about it and ask for the dog owner's contact details and sort of try to see if the dog owner could help with the vet bills. And we were also kind of considering reporting the incident to the council, but we were also a bit worried that the council would put the dog down, or like they could take the dog off them, and then even then a lot of the pounds here are just full, and I don't know if the dog would find a new home. I feel like it probably wouldn't, and then it would get put down, and I just couldn't have that on my conscience, the idea that I reported it and then the dog got put down. Just like mentally, I would not want that on my conscience. It was a pretty happy, friendly dog with humans, and like it was kind of a freak accident. But at the same time, the owner, who we eventually got in contact with when we knocked on the person's door who was looking after it, we ended up calling the owner and messaging her. The owner never said sorry, and she never kind of gave us reassurance that it wouldn't happen again. And this woman just did not seem very with it, just like not good at communicating, not very, like, just difficult to have a conversation with, you know? We're just trying to get some more saplings real quick though, so we can replant some spruce trees. And also, if I sound out of breath, I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm a little bit out of breath, but anyway. We tried to ask for a payment plan out of the owner basically, because they both said they didn't have any money to cover the vet bills. So I was kind of like, oh, okay, what if you paid us some now and some later, you know? And then they offered to pay $10 a week until it's paid off, which would take 2 or 3 years to pay it off. And at that point, we kind of realized how, like, these people just, I guess, really didn't seem to have any money. And then, so we just sort of ended up going home and thinking about it. And in the end, we just said, don't even worry about it, because, like, I can't take money off people who are struggling to survive week to week or don't have a spare couple of $100s in the bank, you know? And I understand that it's like, legally, it's on them to pay for the vet bills, but I just can't. I can't take $10 a week off somebody who, like, really can't afford to pay for these things. And should they have a dog? Definitely not. You should not have a dog if you can't afford to pay the occasional emergency vet bills for your own dog. But they did have a dog, so yeah. Anyway, we ended up reporting it to the council after researching a bit. And from our research, we found that the council usually respects your wishes when reporting it, or at least they'll take it into consideration, which they did. So we asked the council to please not fine them and not take their dog away, and instead to just kind of focus on kind of education and like making sure prevention, making sure it doesn't happen again, and just kind of go over there and check on the welfare of the dog. That also means that it'll be on the council's records for future, so if anything else ever happens with that dog, then they'll know that the dog's had a history. But the owners did say that nothing like that had ever happened with the dog before. Hopefully, that's kind of the last incident that'll happen. But yeah, the council just agreed to like go talk to them about it, and they'll have it on their records and everything. So that was that. That was kind of my week other than just working. It's actually the 3rd time this year my pets have had stitches, which is kind of crazy. So needless to say, it's been an expensive year. and I've been collecting a little bit of coal just because I wanted to be able to smelt up a little bit of cobble. But we probably didn't need over a stack, but it's okay. I was kind of just getting into telling my story, to be honest, and also just kind of waiting for our next spruce tree to grow. Did I manage to replant one, or did we not have enough saplings? Oh, I don't think I planted one, did I? I think I was waiting for it to grow, but I never planted it, so that shows you how good I am at multitasking, I guess. But it's becoming sunset and we are going to sleep. I also want to go on a little adventure next though. So we're going to make a boat and kind of head off in a random direction, I guess, because I'd really like to find ideally cherry wood or some kind of coloured wood for our build, because I'd like to use a little bit of stripped cherry logs, and also we might get some clay for terracotta while we're there as well and just kind of see what we can find. But we're going to just kind of get this boat and head off. Isn't this world so pretty though, especially at sunrise and sunset, and with the lavender biome? I love it so much. It's so pretty. Also, the shaders, I forgot to mention when I was talking about the shaders, but these settings with my complementary shaders, they are thanks to Madison Elizabeth, so you can check her out on YouTube as well. I don't think she has them public or anything though, but you can always just kind of mess around with shaders and to get them the way you like as well. That's what I kind of do with my BSL ones, and it can take a while, and sometimes you kind of like have to go back to it because I don't know what all the settings do or how to get it right exactly, but kind of the more you mess with it, the more you learn, I guess. So yeah. But also I do offer my shader settings for BSL shaders, not for these, to my YouTube members. If you hit the join button, you can kind of see all of the different perks and things. But there's absolutely no pressure to join at all. I know that not everybody can join these kinds of things. It's just kind of there if you want it, and also it's an option for getting my shader settings. Which my shader settings are probably my most asked question. Like the thing that most people want from me is my shader settings or something specific about them, like the water or the sky or whatever it is. And I do have other perks as well for joining my YouTube memberships, especially the Blossom Club tier. I've been doing little, just kind of quick extra videos here and there, or recording things that I wouldn't usually be recording, like just playing Minecraft with friends for different things, whatever it may be, and then just kind of letting my members have those videos. But I try to put kind of 99% of my time into regular videos for everybody, because I know that that's kind of the most important, and I want to keep obviously, wait, what was that? Oh, it was a torch. I want to obviously keep prioritizing kind of providing free content for you guys, so it's just sort of like an extra thing on the side. Especially because this year, honestly, the YouTube algorithm has not been very nice to me. It was a lot nicer to me in the past couple of years, and I did go full time with it and everything. So it has been a little bit more difficult this year. So any kind of extra monetary support is definitely appreciated, but also like not expected ever at all. At the end of the day, I'm kind of just here to provide you guys with some free entertainment, and you know, YouTube and the ads and everything is what's gonna be paying me the most. So I'm just kind of grateful to be here and happy to be making vids as usual. It's definitely like kind of a fun, creative hobby, if not job, either way. And if you've ever kind of thought about making YouTube videos, I would definitely recommend just giving it a go and not overthinking too much, because it's so easy to kind of overthink and then just think, oh, like I can't start yet because it's not the right time, or I don't have XYZ, or what if I'm not good enough, or I'm not that funny, or my voice isn't that great. And I had all of those thoughts, like I don't have a good mic, I'm not funny, like all of these different things. And it turns out that it doesn't really matter that much, or at least like a lot of the things don't matter as much as you might think. And first of all, you can have fun with it either way, no matter kind of whether you get lots of views or not. It doesn't really matter if you're the like most entertaining person in the world. You can still have a good time. You can build a little community. And oh, look, well, there's some cherry trees. That was kind of fast. Okay, so we found the cherry biome, so we'll go get them. And this little village is kind of funny. There's like all these houses really packed in next to each other. Hello, Mr. Librarian. Okay, I can't get in that way. Here we go. Got some bookshelves. Honestly, should we just take the bookshelves? Because we could use them to decorate the interior of our house. Sorry, sir. But yeah, if you've ever thought of starting YouTube, you don't really need anything to start as long as you have a computer that can run Minecraft, and you can get like all the other software that you need for free. I just use free software still. I have OBS, which is kind of the standard recording software, and then I have, where am I going here? This way. And then I use DaVinci Resolve for editing, which I would highly, highly recommend. I know a lot of people use Premiere Pro, and it's really expensive for absolutely no reason when DaVinci Resolve exists, and in my opinion is just as good, or like roughly as good, or even better at some aspects. So definitely don't use Premiere Pro unless you already have it. But even if you have, I know some people get it as a student because they need it for something, but then if you stop studying in a year or so and you no longer have a student package, you're gonna feel like you're kind of tied to using Premiere Pro forever because it's the program that you know how to use. And I know multiple people in that situation, and honestly, if you can afford it, it's totally fine. But it's a lot easier if you just start with the program that you intend on continuing to use. And especially if it's just a hobby, DaVinci Resolve just as a free program is just so good. So that is what I would recommend. I think another reason it was kind of hard for me to think of starting is just that it's such an unusual thing to be doing in New Zealand. I don't know if that makes any sense to anyone, but I didn't really have many or any examples of people making YouTube videos that I know in real life or that are near me, or thinking like, oh, they're like me, therefore I could do this too. Especially with Minecraft, I didn't know, I'd never watched a single New Zealand creator. Now I know that Lowry's Bones exists, so that's nice. If you haven't checked him out, he's got really fantastic Minecraft videos. But at the time, it was just like not hearing anyone with my accent ever in the kind of Minecraft content creation space. I felt like I didn't really know what the vibe was for me, or what kind of, I don't know, just like how it would look or sound being a New Zealander making Minecraft content. And I feel like that sounds kind of silly, but I guess it's just really important to have representation of people who are similar to you in order to feel like you can actually go and do something yourself. And I didn't really have that. Not that it's the biggest deal ever, obviously. I was just kind of using people from other countries as inspiration, but there was definitely a strange little roadblock in my head of like, I'm just a girl from New Zealand and I'm not some big American YouTuber, but you don't have to be big and you don't have to be American. But we're just gonna kind of continue gathering a little bit of cherry wood, or some saplings at least. This biome honestly seems really tiny. Wait, did we just get every single cherry tree? We might have already gotten them all. Is this one gonna despawn, or did I leave a log? I don't see any logs. Oh, there we go. honestly, I don't even think, oh, 64 and 1. I don't even think we need much cherry wood. So, oh, there's some trees down there, but we've got some saplings and I think we're going to be good with a stack, or more than good really. So I think we're just going to head home, and on the way back we need to make a shovel first of all, because I really want some clay. I want clay in order to make terracotta. This shovel's about to die, so I'm just going to leave it there, just littering. Do you ever just litter in your own world, or do you always kind of put things where they go, or get rid of them correctly? It's kind of frustrating to me how the only way to get rid of things sometimes is by lava, basically, throwing it in lava. Oh, we'll get some sand while we're here as well for windows. And should we get some wool as well, just because we might like it for paintings and carpets and things. I'm sort of thinking about the interior of our house and what we want for that, as well as the exterior. Oh, look, a little flower forest. Okay, well, we can get some little flowers. We won't need too many, but just a couple to put in pots would be nice. A couple of these tulips, and we do have a bed. I love these little daisies as well, they're so cute. There's another cave down here. It's just filled with water at the bottom. Hello, sheep. Oh, I didn't hit you very well. There we go. And let's head back, and we know which direction to go because it's just this giant purple biome that kind of keeps going and going. I thought we were leaving the lavender biome, honestly, but then there was more of it. There's just a lot of purple here, but I'm here for it. I love it. Is this the way we came? I hope it is. I know there was a river. Was it down this river? This river is tiny. I don't think it was this river. We're just going to keep going this way because I know it's in vaguely the right direction. Oh! Okay, that was kind of scary. Oh, this ravine. Ooh. Oh, there's a, you know, that thing. Do we go down here? Oh, there's a chest. Oh, we need to go to the chest. We gotta. How do we get down? I don't know. I want to see what's in the chest, though. Do we just, like, kind of mine our way down? Okay, that's another big drop. We could use the sand. Oh, it's going to require a lot, and then we have to mine it all back up again. You know what? This is going to be good enough. Woo! Oh, there's a yucky spider spawner. Not that it really matters because we're in peaceful mode. Luckily for us. Okay, it's kind of tempting to explore this whole area, but at the same time, I kind of just want to leave because I thought we were already done mining. But I'll definitely get the iron that's kind of right in our path. And then that water's weird. Strange. And then the chest is up here. How do we get to it? Cobble. Well, there's not anything super exciting. Efficiency is nice, but I don't know if we're getting to enchant today, so yeah, I don't know how good that'll be. It is efficiency 4 though, which is like a really good book. So love that. And then we've got this, which should do nothing. We've got how do we get the cobwebs? I think we need a sword, don't we? Should we make a sword just for fun? I don't know why we'd need string, but you never know. And I don't really see anything down here. It is a real novelty being in one of these mine shafts though, without any mobs, because usually I'm so scared of creepers around the corner in these, since it does have such kind of sharp corners. But let's just head back up, I think. We probably have heaps of coal, but I'm just kind of thinking of getting a little bit more since we're right here, and since we just got some iron and you do need coal to smelt the extra iron, it'll just allow us to have more iron tools, especially since our pickaxe is going to break soon. But we could also get an iron axe and whatnot. But okay, let's get out of this hole that we just kind of fell into. And we were going this way, I think. Trying to hopefully make our way home. Although, I don't remember all that wheat. So, I don't know what that is. Oh, I do remember though that I wanted to get some clay. So, is there any clay around? They're usually in the rivers. There's some here, but that's just one. I want a good amount, ideally. Okay, that must require shears in order to drop because I didn't get anything. Here's some clay. I want it to be up high because otherwise we'll just drown while trying to get it. But this is good. Here. So we'll just stop here and collect all of this. And just kind of keep going around and trying to find a little bit more. It's for flower pots, but also I'd like to be able to make some purple terracotta. I sort of got tongue twisted saying that. I'd like to be able to make purple terracotta. Just for some details on our house, I think. We're gonna drown. Is that the ocean? Yeah, we definitely were not out here. Maybe we need to go a bit more inland, I believe. I also just thought that actually while we're out here with all of these jacaranda trees, that is kind of the only other thing that I think we might need, other than just getting a little bit more spruce and a little bit more clay. We could really do with quite a bit of this wood, especially because I don't really want to make a lot of it into planks. I kind of want it to be stripped. So we'll just stay here for a little bit and collect some of this. If we can get overall maybe a few stacks would be nice, honestly. Maybe 3 or 4 stacks could be good. It'd also be nice if we could get some of the leaves. I don't think we have... Oh, we do have iron ingots on us. We could make some shears and do that. Although our inventory is getting pretty full. Maybe we'll do that when we get back to our little base home spawn. I don't know. Can you call it a base when you haven't built anything yet? Probably not. Our future home, you could say. We've got the beautiful sunset colors happening at the moment though. I love this so much. I think we'll see our thumbnail image probably, if it works, in sunset as well, because I really like the kind of sunsetty vibes. And by if it works, I just mean that it kind of depends what way our build faces as to whether we can set the lighting to a certain time of day. Because lighting doesn't always look so good from the back, basically. It's nice to have your builds nicely well lit in a thumbnail, I think. Just in my opinion. And I think it is nighttime, yeah, so let's just sleep here. Just sleeping in a field of flowers. We have a lot of stuff going on. We don't need raw mutton. We don't really need 4 dirt. We've got 1 extra cherry log. Why do I feel so bad throwing that away that I just want to place it so it doesn't despawn? It's kind of silly, but I did it anyway. So as some of you know from watching my previous long plays, I have been really getting back into reading lately for the first time in years. And I feel like that's the case for a lot of people over the past few years, especially girls, just like getting influenced by social media to get back into reading, and also just remembering the nostalgia of growing up being a total bookworm, and then when life gets a bit busy, you just kind of stop. And it's really nice to kind of pick it back up again and have something to do that's kind of a cozy at-home hobby but away from screens. It's basically the only thing I do in my house on the regular that doesn't involve a screen, so it's kind of nice. Although in saying that, I do have an e-reader, so often it does involve a screen, but not always. Sometimes I still like reading physical books as well. But I think before last year or so, whenever I started picking up books again, I'd really only read 1 or 2 books for like the past few years. And I did study a few English literature papers at university. I did 4 papers. It wasn't my major, but it was kind of like a minor, I guess. And so it was classes on kind of the history of the novel, I guess, is what you'd say, but very like Eurocentric. It was from kind of British origins, so I'm not sure about whether other cultures developed novels in a similar way, but it was kind of looking at the history of how it developed in England. And then we were reading different novels from different time periods and seeing kind of how the whole I was going to say genre, I guess just like the whole genre of literature sort of developed in telling stories that are not necessarily true and are just for either entertainment or art. And that was really interesting. And then I ended up taking some classes as well on New Zealand literature. And that was really interesting too, because honestly, I had probably only ever read a couple of novels by New Zealand authors. And I think that living here and not really reading New Zealand authors is a little bit abysmal of me. And it turns out there's actually so much good stuff out there. So I read a few different New Zealand novels, including kind of older ones and more contemporary. And there was a lot of short stories as well. I think the courses involved reading a lot of like short stories and poetry, partly because it's kind of time consuming having, you know, 20 novels or something insane in your coursework when everybody's also trying to take other classes and do other coursework at the same time. So not all of the classes were super novel intensive. Some of them just had 2 or 3 novels that you have to read, and then a lot of short stories and poetry and whatnot. But I did really enjoy those classes, and I did really well in them in the essays and stuff, so I would have loved to take even more papers on literature, but I'm rediscovering my love of fiction books anyway. And I wouldn't say that I'm reading heaps, as in I know that some people on BookTok and BookTube are getting through like 10 plus novels a month, and I don't know how you do that unless you don't have any other hobbies or anything else to do, which is fine if you're just like reading, but I don't know, I don't have that much free time, so I've been kind of reading 1 or 2 books every month lately. I would say probably just 1 most months, to be honest. But I just finished The Secret History by Donna Tartt, and I loved that. I was sort of tossing up between giving it a 4 or 5 stars on Goodreads, and I ended up going with 5 just because the end tied it together so well and I really enjoyed it, but I won't say any spoilers or anything. I keep hearing lava, which is not really the vibes I'm after here. And then getting scared that I'm going to fall into a pit of lava. But other than The Secret History, I've been in the middle of the Throne of Glass series for a while now. And I recently finished Empire of Storms and then just decided to take a break from the series. I'm still enjoying it, but I was just really craving other things. Like other genres and other stories and everything. And also I was kind of craving things that were a little bit less YA, because reading about really young teenagers basically is not always the mood I'm in. And then so I took a break from that, and then I read Project Hail Mary, which, if you haven't heard of it, it's a science fiction. And it's one of those kinds of science fictions that's set on Earth in the present day, but then it's more about, I don't know how much to spoil. It's about kind of venturing out into space, and the reason why we have to venture out into space in this book is that there's a serious problem that's going to essentially cause the end of the world unless we can solve it. So a team of scientists is sent out into space to try to do some research. And our main character kind of wakes up on this spaceship, and he doesn't remember a lot except that he's alone, and he's not actually an astronaut. He was a science teacher, so he definitely feels like he shouldn't really be there. And he has an issue to solve for the sake of all of humanity. And we kind of, as we go, uncover a little bit more about what his background is and how he ended up there. He sort of gets flashbacks and memory slowly. And as he's kind of getting those flashbacks, which we get to read about in the past of the lead up to the events that are happening, he's also trying to kind of figure out the issues that he's facing now, and he ends up making an unlikely ally. And I think that's all I should say, except that I loved this book so much, and if it even sounds mildly interesting to you, I would definitely read it. It was so fun, so exciting, it was wholesome in places, it was just really, really good. And yeah, I would definitely, I'm so glad I read it. There's a movie coming out about it in the next few months, I think, but I would definitely recommend reading the book before seeing the movie if you're interested. It was, I think, the best, like my favorite read of the year, I would say, so far. And we're back to the problem. Should we just get rid of our crafting table? There we go. Back to the problem of no inventory space. now I'm currently reading, I only just started it because I just finished The Secret History. But I'm currently reading a Brandon Sanderson book, which is Yumi and the Nightmare Painter. I've only ever read one other Brandon Sanderson, and that was Tress of the Emerald Sea. Both of them are standalone, so if you're interested in fantasy, I would say Tress is a really good, it's a really good book for people who haven't read much fantasy but are interested in starting to, which is kind of where I was. I'd only read kind of a few fantasy books here and there before. I hope I'm going the right way here. I don't remember being in a redwood forest, so we might just kind of go around that. Oh, and should we get these lilacs? Oh, we're gonna have to ditch something if we do. Sticks. But Tress of the Emerald Sea was so much fun. It was such a good book, and it was really, it was surprisingly funny. I didn't realize it was going to be funny, but it definitely was. And so I decided to pick up another Brandon Sanderson standalone book, which is actually set in the same universe. He has this kind of universe of interconnected books, but that a lot of them seem to be set on different planets with different kind of situations going on. So the book I'm reading now, Yumi and the Nightmare Painter, it's on a different planet to Tress and completely different characters and everything. But so far it's fun. I can't really say much about it because I haven't gotten very far in. But I would love to read his Mistborn trilogy and his other... Should we jump this? I'm scared. Oh, that's a tough one. Nearly didn't make it. But I would love to read his series, except that I'm trying really hard to not get into any more series while I'm still in the middle of Throne of Glass. I've only got 2 books left of the series, but they're huge, so... And it's been taking me a while to get through the whole thing, so I don't really want to start other series as well. Rather just get through that first. But let me know if you've read any of the books I've mentioned, or if you're going to, and what you thought of them. Okay, I think we've made it back. I think this is the village that we kind of initially saw, and that would make our little base area over there. Hopefully. Unless I'm completely lost. Because these lavender fields really do go on, and they kind of all look the same. I'm also hoping that it was up here, I think I planted some mega spruce trees to get a few more spruce saplings. And I'm hoping that they grow at some point. Is this the hole? I think that's the hole we went mining in. Which means that we are over here. Here we go. Okay, perfect. So we've got, let's make a second chest as well. I kind of want to put more things over here. Just so that they're not as in the way, because I want to build my house right here. But we'll start to clear a little bit more land out. And then kind of assess how many more materials we need. So we've got 1, 2, 3 and a bit stacks of this wood, which is pretty good. And then we've got nearly 2 stacks of spruce. So a little bit more spruce would be good. And then some clay. So if we go like this, 16 of those. Okay, that's not bad. We've got 44 iron now. And we've got a chicken hanging around, which means we're going to have all these eggs that we don't want. Unless we just kind of get rid of the chicken. Just killed it with my pickaxe in one shot. That was a first. Okay, shall we make a iron axe? Because we've just been using stone axes. But I think that would be nice. And then, so we've got all of this amethyst, calcite if we want it. Let's make a second chest as well. We're going to need some more wood for that. Just to turn our single chest into a double chest. I find it funny how when you turn it into a double chest, all of your stuff is down here. I think it should be up there. Unless there's a reason for it. Wait, if I go like this, it doesn't change if you put it on this side, does it? Oh my gosh, it does! Wow, learning new things about Minecraft. Still. Good to know. What else should we do? Should we smelt some of this clay into terracotta and then we'll be able to dye it purple. We've got tons of purple dye all around us. I'm pretty sure the lavender makes purple dye better, at least. And then we'll also want to smelt some sand probably into glass afterwards. We've got tons of coal, so I guess I'll just add as much as we can to the furnace there. Okay, and then I guess we can start kind of mapping out where our house will go and thinking a little bit about that. We might have to fill in a little bit of this area with some more dirt. And of course, we still want a little bit more of each wood type. We have some saplings we can plant, I just realized. Some of these. Like if we come over here. And then we can come down here and collect some of this. And we can make our shears as well. Don't think I've ever made shears in those two squares. I always go like bottom to top. But anyhow. It's so rainy and windy outside today. It's kind of cozy, but also kind of disgusting. It's really nice and cozy when you get to stay inside and it's rainy. I'm not such a big fan of the wind though. It's very, very windy. And I do have to go out because I've got to walk the dog. Some dogs I know kind of don't want to go outside and have a walk when it's wet and gross out, but my dog is not one of them. She always wants to walk. We only avoid it if it's obviously really terrible weather, like if it's storming or anything. Then I'll try to entertain her inside, but we don't have a big backyard or anything. So walks are ideal most days, if not every day. Right, where's our spruce trees at? Where are they? Why aren't they growing? We got this. I guess we could go get the little spruce trees over here. Because we really do need them and they're not growing very quickly. And what we don't really need is more coal. I'm actually just going to leave it. It's finally starting to become spring here though. I feel like we always get quite a bit of bad spring weather. It rains quite a lot and just kind of nasty, yucky weather. But at the same time, it's been so nice to see a little bit of new plant growth. I have hydrangeas in my backyard, and I know that hydrangeas tend to be more of a summer thing, but ours always grow super early for some reason. So our hydrangeas are already kind of coming back to life. They've all got leaves. Not quite flowers yet, but hopefully at some point they'll flower. We have a blue one and a pink one. Although the blue one is, the cool thing about hydrangeas, if you didn't know, is one of the very common varieties. It's the flower colours are affected by the pH of the soil. So our hydrangea, it was blue last year, but it can become purple or even more pinky purple, which is so cool. So you can change the pH of your soil if you want to get a different coloured hydrangea for the next season. But I just think that's so cool. And then our other one, it's, so our blue one is kind of new. So I don't really know what colour it'll turn out. Probably blue again, but I don't know. And then our other one we've had for a few years and it's always been pink. So I think it's just not a colour changing variety. It's just always going to be pink hydrangeas. And then when it gets autumn, I always, or like late summer, whenever the hydrangea flowers start dying, I always cut a couple off and dry them. You can just hang them upside down off a piece of string inside, like in your house. And once they dry out, you can put them in a vase and they'll last for months and months. We have some that I dried out, I don't know, a year ago or something. And it's just like a really nice little way to keep flowers that are not fake but also don't die instantly on you. It's just dry out some. And especially hydrangeas are just, they're pretty and they last. I am a big fan. And then other than that, there's been a lot of cherry blossom trees that are kind of starting to bloom. It's still quite early for them, so most of them I would say are not blooming yet, but some of them definitely are. And it's always very beautiful. I love the cherry blossoms. I'm just trying to kind of start planning out this build a little bit, although I think we need to sleep. But yeah, there's a lot of cherry trees around our house, which is lovely. And I totally forgot what I was going to say about it. I definitely had something to say there other than just I like cherry trees. But oh well. Okay, oh look. There we go. Okay, I guess we're going straight back over there again then. Let's see. I'm going to kind of continue moving all of our stuff over to here. And I think this iron axe will probably last. I don't think we need to make another one. Hopefully not. Do we want to get anything else smelting? Should we get a little bit of sand going? We really don't need this book in our inventory. Probably don't need a boat anymore. We've got all this terracotta. That's right. I was going to use some of this lavender and just see if we can dye the terracotta purple. It's a nice, like, kind of, when you dye terracotta, it's kind of a nice, like, faded, it's almost like if you mixed the kind of browny terracotta color with like a bright purple dye. Which makes complete sense, of course. And this is just kind of a chest of a random junk. Except for the books and the jacaranda, maybe we don't even need any of this. I'm considering just breaking it and doing some more littering. Oh, the wool. I want the wool. Okay, we're just gonna go chop this tree down. This big spruce boy. And then I think after we do this, hopefully, we'll be ready to just start our building. I'm picturing kind of, I want to make a cottage basically. And I kind of have an idea. So we'll see how it goes. Look at all of that. You know, my old PC could have never handled this. It was not good with the Biomes of Plenty mod. I had to always turn the render distance down really far. Like maybe 8 render distance or so. And I think now I must have it on... What do I have it on? 14. Oh, that's not very much. I could definitely have it up. Could probably have it over 20 to be honest, but... We're not usually up this high, so it doesn't really matter. But I always used to have such major frame rate problems in... We're in Forge right... No, we're not in Forge right now? I don't actually know. I can't remember because I used an instance that I already had. But especially in Forge, and especially with this mod, I used to have such frame rate issues. And ever since getting a new PC, it's just all so smooth and so much nicer. Okay, how much spruce? We got nearly 2 stacks again, or at least over a stack and a half. So I think that should do us. I just realized we still don't have any dirt. So I just want to break some of this. We'll probably use dirt as scaffolding because although we got string to make scaffolding, I never saw any bamboo. I don't think there's any around here. So we'll just use dirt. And then I also wanted some dirt just to help us flatten the land a little bit more. And our shovel broke, so I'm just gonna say that's our cue to stop. And come back here. Okay, so I've kind of planned it out. So this is the entrance. It's very symmetrical. And then we'll have pillars on each side here and then again. And then maybe we'll go back a little and this will be the side of the building. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Gotta make sure it's an odd number or else it gets really annoying. So the same on this side, which is just 1, 2, 3, 1. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 1. And then the middle is just like this. And then we go back by 9, including this block. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I think that'll be a good width or depth. And there we go. I'm not too fussed about filling that in because it'll just end up being floor anyway. It won't even be dirt at the end of it. Oh, and we've used up all of our dirt, which is not great because I wanted some for scaffolding. I think what we will do is get some of our cobble out and just smelt up some of that because I would like to have little steps here going up to the door. Just made of probably stone brick. And here's most of our stone brick smelted. Let's turn it into stone brick slabs, or at least some of it. And let's work on this kind of entranceway. So I think if we have spruce, and we do spruce here and here, and then I was going to do kind of, I don't know how to explain it, like a little archway for the doorway, which is a pretty common thing, I think. But then have like another archway going around it. So we'll see how that turns out. But I was just going to do a little something like this. Or maybe this can come out by one and then have another kind of little layer. And then around here we could do maybe like little garden beds is what it could be like. Something like this. And on the other side, everything mirrored, we just need a little bit more. So where do we have this go? Just past that pillar, so like here. Okay, and then we would strip all of these. And the sides of the building will be over here. And then let's get to it. So we're going to need some different spruce blocks aside from just logs. So we'll make a few. Actually, let's just do all of these. We'll make a few stairs and slabs. And then we'll grab another stack of logs. And let's give this a go. Okay, so we've got maybe 2 up, so as tall as the door will be. And then we'll start to kind of taper it in. And we're just trying to repeat the same on this side, of course. And then a stair on top. And let's see. Yeah, I think that'll be good. And then we just do this one. So this probably needs to go up one more than this because it's got to kind of arch over it. So it's 4 blocks total. And then we get in there with the stairs. And we might pretty much just be able to do a kind of stair upside down stair until we get to the middle. And at this point, do we do upside down stair or do we have like maybe a full block so that we can hang a lantern from it? And repeat on this side. So that was 4 up in total before we do a stair and an upside down stair. And then back to this. And stairs all the way to the top. And then we've got these sides, so I was thinking of using this purple terracotta in here, but most of our walls will be white. It's just these kind of little bits here that I wanted to have a little pop of colour for. So we'll have these, and then there'll be a window on this layer, and then maybe another block, and then this will be kind of the top. So here's where the roof goes. And that lines up really well with this, so that's kind of perfect. And we can just kind of outline the whole shape of the roof while we're here. We'll have it kind of starting steep like this, and then getting a little less steep. Oh, I'm not gonna exactly know where the middle is here. Are we at the middle already? I don't know. Maybe we'll go up the other side and we'll be able to tell. I think this will be good though. We need to strip this one and just go along here. We'll leave a little space for a window. And we are going to need a couple more of these purple terracotta blocks because I want to do the same on this side. But we don't quite have enough. How many will we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? If my visualization is correct. We have some more clay though. We need it to be like this. There we go. Let's see if 5 is correct. And then we want some dye. And while that's cooking, why don't we fill in this front bit? So I wanted to use the stripped jacaranda in here, I think. And just placing these little temporary sideways blocks. Oh, I think I stripped one of the temporary blocks. No? Maybe not. And then our terracotta should be done, and I'm just realizing that I don't know if we can dye it purple if we only have 5 of them. No, because we need to be able to have at least 8 to do this kind of crafting pattern. So I guess we'll do 3 more. 5 plus 3, I can totally maths. Okay, we're getting somewhere though. This entrance is looking cute. It's looking kind of churchy, but I'm hoping with the roof kind of going like how it will go, that it won't look so churchy soon. Hopefully. We might have a little window in here as well, actually. Should we carve that out? And then we'll get our stripped logs and just kind of put them either side so that the window is actually, I don't know, grounded in something. Okay, and if my calculations are correct, this should be the right amount of blocks, or actually 5 should be the right amount. Oh. Okay, it was 1 less. We only needed 4. I count badly. And then from here, we can just continue the roof until there. And as for this little entrance bit, I think this is where the cherry logs will come into play. So we really don't need very many because this is the only area I was thinking of for them. Although, to be fair, we could use them for the inside for like the floor or something. We could do planks. We've got kind of an elevated floor going on, so we might as well just add in a couple here. And then get these logs happening. So we're just gonna, okay, we can't jump, but we're just gonna go like this, and then the door will go until here. And we'll fill in this with just the white. Okay, how is it looking? It's looking good. It needs a bit of like 3D-ness since it really is just a front. We do need more spruce stairs as well because we only have 3 left. We could use some of this. There we go. Right, let's see if we can find the center of this roof. So it should be 7 blocks in here. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, block number 4. So that should be the center. And how tall is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I can't quite strip that. And we'll just go along doing the same pattern that we did at the front. And we did get to the middle. Okay. So we'll just do that, and then we can do some of these slabs. I think I'm losing my words just saying these and this. Gotta use the actual block names. I know a lot of people say half slabs, and I don't blame you, but it is my pet peeve because it's a half block. It's not half of a slab. It's a slab, you know? Like it's just a slab. It's not a half slab. It's a full slab. It's a half block. But I'm being very light-hearted there because I don't actually mind how other people speak. But it just bothers me in a kind of light-hearted way sometimes. Well, we need to do the other side of the roof, and then we'll have done all of the roof framing. What am I doing over here? Oh, I was going to make more slabs. More slabs and maybe a couple more stairs. I don't know if we need more stairs. Probably. Gonna need more planks. There we go. And then we'll just get up over here and do the other side of the roof. I failed to place that stair correctly. Let's just try that again. Like this. One, two, three, four, five. And now we just need to go along the back of the roof along here. And we'll just do a simple kind of placing stairs. No one's gonna see the back of the build except us. Except all of us, all thousands of us. No, but I don't know, sometimes I'm just feeling lazy with the back of the build. And I'll always make it look okay, but sometimes it's just like, it's not exactly the priority. And then we need to strip this. And honestly, I'm sort of tempted to just fill in the floor just because it's bothering me that it's on this level and we're down kind of quite far right now. But I also want to just do this real quick. Just have a little beam going across. And we'll do that on the other side as well. So over here. Okay, and that is the basic shape. We are definitely going to have a little tower or something over here. And then we could either do a tower either side or coming out of the roof, or just a dormer window as well. So we'll see how we go with that. But I do want to just grab our cherry wood and fill in a bit of the floor. And we can conserve our blocks by using partly slabs as well. Whoops. This axe is about to break any moment as well. Luckily, I'm pretty sure we have a ton of iron. So we can just make more very easily. I hope that we have enough amethyst for the roof as well, because I got every single bit of that geode. So it's not like I can really do much about it other than finding another geode. Honestly, if we don't have enough amethyst for all of this roof, I'm tempted to kind of mix in some purple concrete. We'll just have to go find some gravel. But that's a lot easier to find than a whole nother geode, I will expect. So let's see. Okay, we've got the floor. It's looking good. Looking like a little cottage or something. And then I always do everything very out of order. But I am just tempted to kind of fill in the garden beds just because I know what I want there. We could also have some tall lavender in there. There's these 2 tall lavender things. And they could go in there too. If we want. It's kind of cute. We'll leave it for now. Okay, let's make the roof and the rest of the walls though. So let's start with the walls. We're going to do some of this kind of plank, these white planks. And then some of them can be stripped logs as well. And we'll get some windows in here. So we'll do it so that it's maybe like this. And then a window. And then a window here. And strip it all. Oh, broken axe. We've got some more raw iron as well that we can smelt up. And how much cooked iron do we have? 47. That's quite a bit. But also, when you're mostly just stripping logs, I feel like it's kind of a waste to use iron because it's not like it does it any faster. It's kind of like how a hoe, when you're like tilling land, it doesn't really do anything differently. It only, I mean, obviously it breaks faster, but aside from that, you might as well just use a stone hoe instead of a diamond one, unless you have the diamonds to spare, or the iron. But we're gonna just come up here and then we're gonna use mostly planks in this section. Or maybe we should do a little middle bit though. So if we carve out this, is this the center? And we can do some spruce logs going up the middle and then maybe a window either side will work. We'll see. Oh, okay, we can't do that. Strip it all and then we need to sleep as well. And keeping in theme with being lazy on the back, we're probably just going to go straight across. If I wasn't being lazy, I might add some dimension kind of coming out the back here, but I don't think it's really necessary for this. We're just going to need some more of these planks. And we could have some kind of spruce dividing it into thirds or so. So if we had a window here, obviously it's not even thirds, but it's thirds. And we could even do it so that this has kind of a big window in the middle. Is that too big? Big floor to ceiling window. And then let's finish off what we started up here because we never actually finished this section. But we could have, if there's enough space, we could have some windows. We need some more planks again. So is there space for a little window in here? Yes, I don't know if it'll look good from the other side, from the outside, but there is enough space. So we can kind of repeat that on this side as well. Wait, actually, is there enough space? That can't be a plank, that has to be amethyst. So I think I had 1, 2, and then that. And this will have to be an amethyst block, which I think I probably did wrong on the other side. Yes, I did. But it might still work okay. Should we just kind of start going along with the amethyst while we're here as well? Makes such a nice sound to walk on as well. Oh, should we be starting with the amethyst at the front just in case we run out? Oh, this needs to be amethyst too. Or does it? Wait, no it doesn't. So amethyst will go here. Let's just focus on the front because I am kind of worried about running out. And I'm thinking here of starting a little tower. So just kind of 3 wide and going up. Just to add some interest to the build and to the roof, because it is quite a simple build so far. So I thought this could be nice. Do we do? No, let's actually not do planks at all. And I'm not being very talkative because I've been trying to just focus, I guess. I end up going quite silent when I build a lot of the time. I'm either yapping and not doing a good job of building, or I'm concentrating on building and not yapping. Which, is it ideal for a long play? Probably not. We're doing our best. I don't know if these tower walls need to go quite so far down on the back here. Probably not. Whoops, that wasn't meant to go there. Oh, and we lost it. Oh, that was weird. Oh. Did you guys see that? It's a little bit glitchy or something. Okay, these blocks are fine. It's just those 4. Okay, we'll see what that looks like from the bottom though. If we've done a good enough job of that little tower with its proportions and everything. Because it's hard to kind of tell from up here. And we can also just keep going with this roof. So that was 2 across, and then this goes like this, I guess, and then we'll have this little roof coming along here. And then we'll have a dormer window over here somewhere. So if we go 1 amethyst and then we can make the window. So 3 wide, and then we'll use these and strip them, and then we've got some stairs and slabs as well. So we'll do a little stair, and then I would quite like to hang a lantern from here, so I guess like that. I don't know. I never know how to make these little windows unless you put a slab kind of where I'm hitting right now. I don't know. We'll just leave it like that for the moment. We've still got 1 stack of amethyst left. So this comes around here, I think. And then another layer up. We don't need this block. And we can conserve amethyst if we go like that as well. That saves a block. And then along here. And that is the front of the roof done, and we've still got plenty of amethyst. Although we'll need to check that this actually looks good as well. Let's grab the stray block and have a little look. Okay, yeah, there needs to be obviously something else going on there, but other than that, that little funky bit, I think this is cute. Is the tower roof tall enough? It's kind of short, but maybe it's kind of cutesy like that. There's something a bit funny going on this side. I think there just needs to be another slab there. But other than that, I think we're doing good. We can kind of work on the back of the roof some more now. We're going to need to get some of our dirt back. And we need to sleep again. Kind of sick of not having our shovel out as well. Oh, what do we get rid of that? We're definitely getting somewhere with it. It's been quite quick to build, I would say, as well. I think we're still just over 2 hours of gameplay. Maybe we'll have time, honestly, to go get some glowstone dust from their nether just really quickly. I know we don't have any diamonds, but we could see if we could find some lava to make a portal just with buckets of lava using that method. If you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, then, well, you might see soon. But it could be nice to have glowstone dust so that we can make redstone lamps, and we can use it for these like side windows, maybe the top windows, depending on how much we get. But I just think that could be nice if we have time. If the long play turns out really long, then I probably wouldn't do that, but I feel like this is going really fast, which is kind of nice. What did I do for... Oh, I just did 2 central windows. I'm being weird with this side, but we can just do this. And it feels like there's a lot of excessive blocks over here. We don't really need these. And we don't really need these. Oh, I did not mean to make that a path. Okay, yeah, that's just gonna look weird. We might section off the whole roof. I don't know. How do you guys handle it when you have a strange little tower on your roof? I always find it really kind of difficult to know what to do with it because it always looks so weird from the inside. Okay, we're definitely not going to have quite enough amethyst either. I can see that happening. 4, yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're out. So we need at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 times 2, 26. If my calculations are correct. If I counted right, if I know how to count. Which, let's be real, sometimes I don't. Sometimes we get it wrong. Okay, so it's looking cute from the front, not so cute from the back, but we'll sort it out. It'll be fine. Let's finish this wall though up here as well. We'll get our spruce out and just kind of copy what we did over here with this central beam. Can I reach? Yes, I can. And then we were gonna do like a little window. Can I do it from? Oh, nope. I am not good at parkour. Wait, where did the window? Oh, the window went over here. Is that right? We've got this 18 glass as well. Oh, I'm gonna smelt our clay to make pots. But the 18 glass, I want to make it a colour, so it might as well be purple. And then we'll turn it into panes. And fill in some of the windows with these and maybe smelt some clear glass as well. Because I mostly just want to use these for make it this window, and I was thinking of making a window below it as well. So basically here. Maybe these ones? Oops. Oh, that's such a waste. Hate it. I could do these side windows as well and these little back ones. This one could maybe be clear just because it's so nice and big. Maybe it would suit that. We could do a little like, okay, we don't have enough blocks. But I was just thinking that if we don't want it to be going all the way to the floor, that we could kind of do a little thingy with stairs here. I don't know. We've got all these gaps to fill in as well. What is this bit? Oh, and there's a bit over there. I guess we'll just fill them with these. And then this can kind of go around here. And same on the other side over here. And we want to make, I guess we'll do this next. We want to make the tower a bit more decorative, fix up this window, and I was also going to put some leaves on the roof too. So I guess we'll do that. Now let's see, we've got some spruce stairs which we might need and slabs, and then I was thinking of making some fences for the tower and maybe even a cherry fence for like the top of the tower for the point. And it's probably about time we made some lanterns as well. So we've got plenty of torches. Where's all of our iron? Oh, there it is. I'm blind. It's already in our inventory. Okay, 15 lanterns. We will be needing a new axe as well. And we've still got so much iron to our name, which is always nice. Maybe we'll do some spruce trapdoors as well. I'm just kind of thinking of how to decorate the tower, and that might help us. Okay, let's get ourselves up there then. I really don't like using dirt for scaffolding. I'm so used to using actual scaffolding. But if I was going to use anything else, my block of choice would be moss, I think. It's just so quick and easy to break, and it's also quieter. Dirt's really loud. But you can break moss really fast with your hand as well. It's just a very good scaffolding block, incidental scaffolding. Okay, so we'll do that, and then we'll have a little lantern up here. There we go. And then we still need to fill in. Why don't we use this cherry wood? So, 1, 2. It's kind of awkward to see. And then we'll go up here and use the third one up the top. And then we just want to place a bunch of these leaves. So we could start here and go kind of... I don't know if this makes sense. Go kind of like this. I just kind of want it to wrap around here a bit. Then it can kind of come to over here. Wait, I wasn't going to do that. This. And is that going to be too much? Maybe, but we'll keep it there for now. And then we'll have this. And either we can leave this and hope that we can get a redstone light for it, like a redstone lamp, or otherwise we'll just put a fence or a trapdoor in. And that'll be fine. Okay, and that should hopefully be the front of the roof done. We'll see how it looks though. Yes, I think that's perfect. We just need to fill in that window with something. But other than that, I think that is the front of the roof. And we'll add some more lanterns. I was going to have one kind of front and center here. There we go. And then one on this side. Cute. Okay, it's kind of coming together, except when you look at the back and realize that there's no roof at the back. But it's okay, we'll get there. Alright, and I think today that I'll be going back and trying to get a bit more amethyst, so I'll be going down in the caves. But also, because you guys have kind of already seen me get amethyst, I might cut a bit of it out, like just me searching for it, and just show kind of when I'm getting it. So we'll see. But I was thinking of doing this for kind of the outline of the windows. But okay, let's see if we can go find more amethyst. And we're in the same kind of cave hole as before, but there is actually a second geode down here. See, you can see a little bit of this calcite and is it blackstone? So I'm guessing, here we go. And we just want about half a stack of this stuff. Oh, not the spider webs again. And then while we're down here, I also want to grab some redstone because there is a bunch of redstone. Because we might be needing it, we'll see. But we'll just get some of this. It's a shame we can't grab the crystals. Oh, that was one of the ones that grow the crystals. But it's a shame we can't get these as well. But we don't have silk touch. They would make nice decorative blocks, and I also really like when I make a roof out of amethyst, just putting the crystals over it for decoration. I think it looks pretty. Okay, that is 50, which is plenty. Like too much, if anything. Although it might help us neaten up some aspects of the roof, having a little bit extra, just because it did look so funky from the inside. But let's get going. Is this the way out? Yes. We'll get going. Let's get this redstone as well. Just 4 of it? Okay. Oh, there's some over here too. And now we exit the cave. This way. I don't think I've told you guys about my new tattoo either. So I've had 2 tattoos this year, and they're both, like, I didn't have any tattoos before this. But I just got my first one a few months ago, and then I really wanted another one. So they're both on my arm. I was feeling like the first one was like a little bit lonely, being my only arm tattoo. It was kind of a small medium size, about 7 centimeters long, and then I decided to get a slightly bigger one, which takes up kind of maybe about 10 by 10 centimeters, I'm not too sure, on the kind of lower part of my arm. And I got that just a couple of weeks ago. It's just finished kind of peeling everywhere and healing as they do. Do I have any slabs? Yes. But I decided to get a tattoo of my cat. Or rather, it's kind of like just of a cat was my initial idea, but then I was thinking that it kind of might as well be my cat if I'm getting a cat tattoo. But the reason why I kind of thought of getting a cat tattoo was just because I saw a tattoo artist in my city who just is really good at cats specifically, and kind of cute, like Studio Ghibli style, I would say, kind of cartoony anime style cats, and I just thought they were so cute. And I really wanted one, and I thought an animal tattoo would go well, just kind of in the spot that I wanted it. And I ended up getting basically the cat sitting in a little strawberry patch. So there's a strawberry plant with flowers and strawberries growing on it. Super cute. It did take all day though. I was surprised because the tattoo artist, she said the appointment would be, I think she said about 4 hours. And I was thinking, surely that's not right, because my other tattoo is much smaller and that took about 4 or 5 hours. And I was right. It was not about 4 hours. It was just about all day. Was it 11 a.m. till 5:30 p.m.? So that's like over 6 hours, which is totally fine, but I was not expecting to be there quite that long. Oh my gosh, why did I leave that? Somebody tell me. Just leaving one little gap there. But I was a little bit nervous, but not that my first tattoo hurt very much. I think I was just, I don't know. I was just a little bit nervous, but it was totally fine. It hurt even less than the first one that I got. I was honestly just kind of enjoying it and just relaxing. I read my book. It was nice. I would honestly get a couple more pretty soon if it wasn't for the money side of it, because tattoos are expensive, and as they should be, because you should pay artists well, but holy heck, they can get really expensive. So I won't be affording that anytime soon, especially with all these vet bills lately. I'm not actually even sure what I would get next, to be honest. I have a few different ideas, but mostly I just kind of want something that would happen to fit in a certain spot on the same arm now. Just because I feel like there's nothing super close to my shoulder and it looks a little bit uneven. So it would be nice to get something there. But also then I'm like, well, should I be getting something on the other arm? Because my arm's unbalanced now. Having 2 on one arm and then none anywhere else. But I'm also trying to just stop getting them at the moment because they are expensive. And also, even though I didn't mind sitting there all day, it was kind of a lot. I was very exhausted by the time I got home. I think I'm just a big introvert, and it just felt like I was in public all day long. And I'm not even really used to that since I work from home now. I used to be much more used to it. But now being out for, I guess we were out for a total of 7 or 8 hours, I'm not too sure. It's just kind of tiring being perceived for that long. Even though it's a very normal part of life. And honestly, it's a bit harder for the artists than for me. They had to actually focus on what they were doing while I just get to sit there. Actually, let's do little kind of overhangs here. And we could have a little lantern. Should we put it up on this trapdoor? How does this... no, okay. Let's just build up to it. I've given up on the dirt scaffolding. Apparently, we're just using wood. And then we'll want the other side to be the same. And we've run out of slabs, so we'll go make... Honestly, we just need 1 more slab. So we'll make 6, because that's the minimum, I guess. Alright, how are we doing? It's looking pretty good. I think it's nearly done from the front and of course the sides as well. It's looking pretty nice. Should we add a little planter box or even just a couple of bushes here? We could add them below each window as well, like here. Oh, that trapdoor isn't placed the same as the other one. And now we've lost it. And we can make a little path coming out from here as well. I hate it when the terrain kind of goes up right in front of your house, because if anything, I think a path looks cute kind of going down a hill, but not so much the opposite. But it's okay, we'll just do it anyway. And then we might want to place Lavender back again, but also we might want some little like fences, just fencing off a small area. We could use our little cherry logs that we've got going on. Make a few sticks. I almost forgot about our bricks, but I love making little just flower pots. I think they're so cute. They add so much to every build. Can't imagine not using them, honestly. We could do one either side of the door. I think that'll be adorable. Speaking of the door, we haven't actually made a door. We can make a cherry wood door. I think that's generally my favorite as far as the door designs go, as well as colors. Wait, do we want it inset like that? Probably not. Just like that. I just like the little pattern here, how it's partly see-through, but also this little pattern kind of looks like little flowers. I think it's very cute. Oh, we could even have pot plants on each window. That'd be adorable. I also think that you can have lavender in them. Yes, you can. Love it. Okay, is that the exterior done? Aside from the windows? I think it is. Okay, we just need to decorate the interior now, and I want to see if we can get glowstone for those. Glowstone dust. So let's put away some of our things. Actually, maybe we'll bring dirt with us in case we need to pillar up. And then we will want a bucket or two. I don't know if we need to. And I was thinking of going over to the ruined portal because they usually have a bit of lava, and they also have some obsidian for us to start with to see if we can kind of, oh, we need flint and steel. Okay, we've got the iron ingot. We just need flint for flint and steel as well if we're going to get into the nether. But we'll see if this even works, if there's enough lava over here or not. Because I don't know if there will be. But we need 1 bucket of water and 1 bucket of lava. There's some gravel over there. So if we need it, we can go get that. Alright, here's our nether portal. Do we hear any lava sounds? Well, there's some... Oh, there's plenty right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. That's pretty good. Oh, here's some flint as well. Okay. Should we just wear this helmet for fun? It'll help protect us against, I don't know, ourselves when we take full damage or anything like that. Alright, how should we go about this? There's lava over here too. Got the hot stuff achievement. I'm scared of accidentally... I'm scared of accidentally losing the lava. So we'll just block it off like this. And then we've got 1, 2. So if we use this as the kind of side of the portal. So 1, 2, 3. And then we need a lava here. And we need to be out of its way, ideally. So we'll want to place the lava. And then the water? Yes, okay. I always get worried it'll make cobble. That's how you make cobble. And then the water's going everywhere, but we've protected the lava, so we're doing good. And then we want to do it again. So the lava, wait, we need to get some lava. Can get this bit. the lava and the water goes above it. Oh, oh, oh. Hate this. Okay. Scary. And there's lava everywhere and cobble. If you have no idea what I'm doing right now, I promise it'll become clear. Also, even if you know this method, I feel like the spot I'm doing it in is kind of weird. I'm doing a weird job of it, but it's okay. Alright, so we nearly have a portal. We just need blocks here going up here. So what do we start with? Should we start with this one? So we need to get a bit of lava again. Okay. And it goes lava, water. Alrighty. Then we do it again. Lava, water. And then the last one. Wait, it's here. Okay. Lava. Oh, I'm getting lavaed. Okay. Great. Should I find water? Should I just go like this? There we go. I always forget that I can just use my water bucket to save myself in those situations. My first thought is usually to run to a river instead. Did we do it though? Did we make a nether portal? We did! Look at that! That corner, just ignore that corner. It's totally fine. And then we want our flint and our steel. And it doesn't really matter that it's night right now. We don't really need to sleep because we're not staying in the overworld. But we're just going to be really quick in the nether. I just want glowstone, and usually it's everywhere. And we'll just get a little bit of it. Also, the nether's quite nice right now just because there should be no hostile mobs. Oh, I see some glowstone already. Okay, this is a pretty good nether spawn. TBH. There's some glowstone up over here as well, but I think that this is looking like the closest. Should we get to it from kind of in here? We can just mine over to it. Oh, okay. Oh, lava. That's the roof. Okay, where is this glowstone? Here we go. I don't want to fall because I might die. Just making sure to crouch and hoping for the best. We also need redstone to craft these lamps, and we didn't manage to get tons of redstone anyway, so there's not much point in getting heaps of this, since we'll only be able to make a couple of the lamps, I think. And we need some of the redstone as well for torches, I think, to light the lamps. So we got 30, and honestly, that's probably enough. Which means that we can leave. Wasn't that just the nicest, quickest, most uneventful little nether trip? Just drama free, get the stuff, get out. That's how I like it. Okay, so back home. I am glad we had time for that because I really do like to use these in the windows. You can see our little house in the distance. Do we have our bed on us? No, we'll just have to wait till we get back. Alrighty, don't need the buckets anymore. We do need our little redstone. And we'll need a couple of redstone torches, at least. And then how do we make the lamps? I'm guessing you need these. Okay, that's 4. So we can start with doing these front 2 windows on either side. And we just want to pop them in here and here, although, how do we light that up? Like this. Wait, we can't do that because then, hold on. I will solve. Okay, so we have this weird little gap now. But maybe we just cover it with a leaf. Is that weird? I don't know. We could also remove the windowsill and have a leaf there. Maybe that's the way to go. We just can't have the cute little pot plant if we do that, unfortunately. I don't know. And then we could have a thing here instead. I heard a trapdoor move. It's this. I think that'll be good. That'll do. I do wish that they worked a bit more like how the new copper lights work, which is basically that you just need to attach a button to them and press the button and then you can take the button off. It doesn't even need to be there. It'd be nice if this was that easy. But we'll replace the floor. And then, do we have enough for any more? We definitely do. I might make 2 more. And they can be for... Oh, we really only needed 1 more. I was going to do it for this. Okay, we just need 1. And this is definitely going to look messy, but it's the way that it has to be. There we go. Isn't that cute? That is the front of our house all done. And now we do the inside. So I want to move my bed in. I think I'd quite like to dye my bed purple just because it suits. So we'll do that, and then we'll think of kind of where everything's gonna go. Oh, we still need some glass in these back windows here. Where should we sleep? We could have the bed here actually and make it a double bed kind of right in front of the window. I think that would be really nice. We have some shears. We might need to get some more wool. I know we have a little bit of wool, but we also want carpets and paintings. And I know there were some sheep somewhere. Oh, I see them. They're over there. Hello, sheepy. Only one wool for me. Do you have any more? 2. Okay. 2 total. It's not the best. It'd be cool if you could put looting on your shears. Because looting, because shears can have enchantments. But only unbreaking and mending. I might be wrong, but I think that's right. There we go. Okay. So that is the bed, and then we can do something like a little table. Bedside table. And we put a lantern and a pot plant. Maybe on either side. With lavender. And then we can have kind of something decorative going on with... Actually, I have an idea, but these will need to go. That goes here. And then that goes here. And then we'll do fences kind of framing the window. So we can have something kind of like this. And have a fence down here and a fence down here. So we definitely want to get a crafting table going somewhere. Maybe just over here will do. And then we can make some fences. We need more spruce. Which we have heaps of. Okay, here we go. Here's the vision. Still haven't put the window in, but you get the idea. It's kind of cute. Do we have any more sand? Yes. So we'll smelt that up for the window. And what else should we do? We should make a carpet to go around the bed. It can probably just be white. Our bed's already purple. So we kind of have a bright color that we can pair with a more neutral color. Like this. I think that's cute. The little lavender, it kind of blends in with the background just because everything is lavender. It's kind of funny. And we'll do a little table over here, I guess. And maybe put our, what do you call it, stone cutter on it? It'll be our kind of crafting area. Crafting zone, should we put it? Yeah. I was gonna put the jacaranda leaves down, but I think we'll leave that till later and just put them wherever there's gaps. But we could have some barrels. I always do this, but I think it just looks really cute. Just a little row of barrels because they're kind of like kitchen cabinets or something. I do enjoy them. And then maybe we'll just put our extra one here and it can be a plant box. Okay, and then after that we need an area for chests for kind of storage. So we could do that over here. And then we need furnaces somewhere, and then honestly this could just be like a little lounge room on this side. Because we can pretty much fit everything over here probably. We've got our glass though, so we might as well finish that window. And then we can make some more furnaces and put them somewhere. And then how much extra wood do we have? Heaps. We've got heaps of jacaranda. So we'll be able to use that to make some chests. But let's add this in. Okay, cute. That gives us a nice view out the back. It's a shame it does just look out on a hill though. It'd be nice if it looked out on the sunset, but the sun is kind of setting off to our side. But that's okay. And we definitely won't need the rest of the glass, so I'm just going to shove it in a random barrel. And then we do want a bunch of furnaces. I guess they can go along here, so we'll make a couple more. Don't know if we'll want these two, but then we also want some chests. Okay, I did that really awkwardly. Like this. It's gonna go where the, like, kind of in the way of the window though, which is unfortunate. Wait. Oh, that's actually kind of cute. Gonna leave that there. Oh no, I hear a wandering trader. I usually turn them off for long plays, but I definitely forgot to do that. Hey, my guy. Hopefully he's not too loud and doesn't bother us too much. Oh, we could put a sapling in one of the flower pots. That could be cute. I don't want him to come into our house. Okay, that's kind of big. We could put it in this one. Nah. I cannot be bothered changing it out. We have flowers. Let's just add one of these. I keep kind of going in and out and in and out of the house, instead of just kind of transferring all of our stuff into the house, which we could do right now. Trying to kind of put all of the wood things in first and then other stuff. Other stuff can go here. Oh, we might want more of our lanterns still with us. This house is already kind of pre-lit just because of these lights being here. They're kind of handy. We could put a lantern on here. Oh, that's way too much stuff. Why did I do that? I didn't quite realize how much stuff we had. Oh, I've got these books as well. We can make a little bookshelf. That'll be cute. I like that idea. And we're just carrying around this efficiency book that we'll never get to use. Okay, let's go get all of our stuff on the floor. And we can take this. Don't you even think about coming in my house. He seems to be kind of stuck on the trapdoor, so that's fine. He can just stay over there. Alright, let's make some bookshelves. I think it's just planks, right? Yeah. And they can go over here. 1, 2, 3. Should we have a lantern on them? And these could go up another row, honestly. We just need to make 2 more. But we're definitely getting there with this whole thing. We are nearly done. I kind of like just placing chests around sometimes, and I think it's because they're quite different from other blocks. They're not quite a full block, so they provide a little bit of kind of contrast or just difference. And okay, so we've got our bookshelves. We need something to make a couch out of. I really like using cords, but we only have 4 cords. Maybe we'll just do a couch made of wood. A wooden couch sounds not the comfiest without any cushions. Alright, so we could have one over here and one over here. And then we just make little armies. And then in the middle, we need either a coffee table or a rug or both. I might go coffee table, actually. And then over here, we could have a rug, a purple rug perhaps. We just need still more sheep. Snip, snip. Okay. That gave us 4 wool. That's a better rate than last time. Oh, hello, llamas. I do like the llamas. And then we'll get our purple dye and we will dye some of this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make it into a carpet. And it can go over here. Then we're going to make the coffee table out of cherry wood. And we just need a fence. And then this is kind of how in-game tables are made in villages. Sometimes you see them. It's just like this with a little pressure plate. It's a shame that you can't put things on them though. That would be nice, but oh well. And then we could even have... I was going to put a pot plant kind of next to the couch, but the signs technically take up space. I guess we'll just put it here. It can have a cherry sapling. We're definitely just about done though. I'm just kind of doing some final decorative bits. So we've got a little pot plant. We need something to hold these up. One, two, three. Maybe another spot here. There's kind of a lot of lanterns in this area. Maybe if we swap out this and just add even more lanterns. No, I'm kidding. Swap out that for that so that the 2 lanterns aren't quite as close to each other. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Okay. Are we done? I think we might be done. It's looking cute. I like it. Okay, let's go outside. Just have a little look around. So we come in from here. The Wandering Trader is still kind of killing the vibe, but it's okay. We're almost at sunset as well, which is when it's going to look super pretty. Then we come in and we've got plenty of room for all of our crafting. We've got all of our storage. It's not very well organized. The storage is just a wood chest and everything else, but you know, there's room for more chests. And then we've got the little bedroom and lounge. And I think that is it. I think we're done. It turned out really cute. Ended up growing all these trees over here and not actually needing them. But yeah, I like our little house. And if you made it this far, oh my gosh, comment, I don't know, comment I love Lavender. Because you're a real one for making it all the way to the end. But thank you so much for being here. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.